Revealed. The mysterious person seen with Jungkook in a secret place has the internet in chaos. Hello K-pop fans. In a world constantly chasing lights, fame, and perfection, there exists a rare moment when silence speaks louder than words, and a single image, blurry, unfiltered, and unplanned, can turn the world upside down. And that moment arrived, quietly, without warning, in the form of a shadow. A man walking slowly in a secret place, calm, unreadable, yet so achingly familiar. He wore a hat low on his face, his steps slow, like someone savoring freedom in its purest form. But he was not alone. No cameras. No entourage. Just him, and someone else. Someone who did not belong to the world of flashing lights. Someone whose identity would spark theories, emotions, fear, and wonder. Someone who walked beside Jungkook. This is not just a story. It is a journey into the unknown, into the unspoken, into the heart of a man who has given everything to the world, and now, perhaps, is finally reclaiming something for himself. And that journey begins with a question. Who was the mysterious person with Jungkook in that secret place? The moment that shocked the internet. It began like all extraordinary stories do, quietly. A grainy photo uploaded by an anonymous user to a small online forum went unnoticed at first. No caption. No explanation. Just two figures walking side by side, surrounded by ancient architecture and evening mist. One figure wore black, elegant, minimal, composed. The other, taller, slightly broader shoulders, familiar walk. It was Jungkook. It didn't take long for ARMY detectives to notice. Within minutes, the image was circulating, first among small fan circles, then across global platforms. Twitter, TikTok, Weverse, Reddit. Everywhere. People weren't just asking if it was Jungkook. They were asking why. Why was he there? Why in secret? And more importantly, who was with him? This wasn't just a celebrity sighting. This was the beginning of something bigger. Something that would ripple through the fandom and the media like a tidal wave. Signs we ignored, the silent warnings. Looking back, the signs were there all along. In the weeks before the photo, Jungkook had become unusually quiet on social media. His live streams had taken a more introspective tone. He often stared into the distance. He smiled, but the kind of smile that hides more than it reveals. Fans recalled one particular moment during a live stream. He was reading comments silently when he suddenly whispered, "I'm working on something personal. It's not music. I don't think anyone is ready to hear it yet." At the time, many thought it was a tease for an upcoming song or video. But now, in the light of this mysterious encounter, that moment feels heavier. It feels like a secret trying to slip through. Was this all part of something deeper? A private journey? A farewell? A confession? Theories and speculations, the fandom's hunt for truth. Within days, theories exploded across the internet. Fans dissected the photo frame by frame, analyzing body language, clothing texture, even the length of shadows to estimate the time of day. Speculation ranged from the romantic to the revolutionary. Some believed the figure was an artist Jungkook had met during a hidden travel break, someone who had changed his worldview. Others insisted it was part of a secret documentary project, a spiritual journey into his own identity. And then, there was the wildest, yet strangely compelling theory, that Jungkook was involved in a global humanitarian initiative, working in secret on a mission that would use his influence to bring attention to forgotten voices. Whatever the truth, the fandom agreed on one thing: Jungkook was stepping into a new chapter. One we were not prepared for. Who is the mysterious person? Eventually, deeper digital investigations led to a breakthrough. Using background structures in the image, fans traced the photo's origin to a quiet town in southern Spain. A place rich in history and known for attracting thinkers, artists, and solitude seekers. From there, it didn't take long to identify someone who had been spotted multiple times in similar locations: Alejandro Rivera. a reclusive independent filmmaker known for working with non-actors, for crafting stories that explore identity, loss, and the essence of being. A man who chooses his collaborators not for fame, but for soul. And the rumor was that Alejandro had approached Jungkook, not as an idol, but as a human being, inviting him to participate in a visual poem. A film not for cinema, but for healing. For truth. The idea was terrifying and beautiful. More than just a film on a personal awakening? Sources close to the art world claimed the project was unlike anything done before. No scripts. No sets. Just moments. Real emotions. Captured in real time. Jungkook wouldn't act. He would live. His memories. His fears. His identity, stripped of glamour, exposed to the raw lens of honesty. Could this be the reason for his sudden disappearances? For the quietness that followed? Was this why he distanced himself, not out of disconnection, but to finally connect? If true, this would mark the most intimate and vulnerable project of his career. Not a performance, but a revelation. Fan reactions, a global wave of emotion. The fandom didn't just react, they felt. And they responded with passion, grief, hope, and fierce loyalty. One tweet read, "If Jungkook is finally telling his story, then I'll sit through every second, even if it hurts." Another said, "He's always given us his best. If this is his truth, I'll protect it like he protected us." Thousands of messages poured in, not just of support, but of tears. People shared their own stories of pain, of masks worn for survival, of dreams deferred. And slowly, this became more than about a mystery person. It became a mirror. A moment of reflection for millions. Subtle signals from BTS members. What deepened the emotional storm were the quiet responses from BTS members. Jimin posted a line. "Sometimes, healing means walking alone before returning home." Taehyung shared a photo of a sky turning from dusk to dawn. Captionless. Namjoon, as always the poet, wrote, "Every person must one day ask, who am I without the applause?" And Jin, with his characteristic honesty, posted simply, "He's finding something, let him." These weren't just words. They were blessings. Brothers giving their silent support. We may never fully know the truth behind that quiet moment captured in one blurry photo. We may never hear the conversations, feel the silence between steps, or understand the pain that led Jungkook to walk beside a stranger in a faraway town. But perhaps, we were never meant to. Perhaps this is not a story for us to control, but to witness. Because sometimes, the greatest stories are not told through albums or concerts, but through vulnerability. Through mystery. Through the courage to be human in a world that demands perfection. And Jungkook, our golden Magni, has always dared to be more than what fame allowed him to be. So whatever journey he's on, wherever that path leads him, we will wait. We will support. And most of all, we will believe. Because love is not about knowing everything. It's about staying when you don't. To walk in secret is not to hide. It is to protect the parts of yourself still growing. JJK.